This is me and my Kindle Fire, and the cover on the book I've been reading, Molasses Moon. This is the 22nd video that I'm doing, and now use the back button to go back to the pages that where I left off, and I'll just continue reading. After switching the words now to my stand, in case anybody's coming in new right now to see what the Kindle Fire looks like. It's just more like it's a tablet or a larger version of a smartphone, and instead of the regular Kindles with the electronic ink, looks more like paper, can be read in direct sunlight. These are more like the cell phones that have the glare, but just more potential for internet use, and you can even watch movies on this little stand. Works really pretty well. Just lay it up, you can lay it right on top of your chest, lay it in bed and watch a movie. But for now, we're going to continue reading in Molasses Moon. Okay, now where was I? Was talking about don't ask Freud and the UC that I call U capital C for the unconscious. It's like some people might call that the muse part of a writer. Maybe from Carl Jung it might be a part of the collective unconscious. Whatever it is, I've almost turned it into a character in my books, and I'm using it as just that part of your mind that seems to step in now and then from your unconscious mind, whether it's part of you or something else. Maybe one day we'll know. The idea of a collective unconscious, and of course this is Carl Jung's idea that I read a little bit about before. The idea of a collective unconscious doesn't bother me, a non-merger, too much for some reason. Somehow I'm not afraid of losing identity or power of personal choice, being part of a collective unconscious. Maybe on that level, no one would think of losing anything, especially one's essence. After all, there'd be absolutely nothing without our individual consciousnesses. Or there'd be only one mega mind, alone. Who could it play with? It would be bored to death. Maybe that's the big reason, even the answer to the big question. Okay, now that I've answered everything, let's get back to square one. And its cues. Timing. They say it's everything. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I know it's important to start something at the right time. There's a perfect time for everything, and with every moment, there's a perfect thing to do. Any minute here, I'll burst into song. Climb every mountain, forge every stream. I won't try to sing it. Follow every rainbow until you find your dream. I found my dream. Tom's here, and that's great. My manuscripts, though, that dream is giving me nightmares. It's just getting it to take form, physical form. That's the problem. I don't have trouble getting form rejections. That's a different issue. That's probably timing too. Mine must be horribly off. And I'm an astrologer too. As I said, chapter 1, first verse. I told you in the preface to forget I said I was an astrologer, since this isn't an astrology book. But you didn't, did you? Do you ever do as you're told? I seldom do, so don't feel bad. You'd think I'd be better at timing. I do watch time, all the time, and cycles. Time is created from and maintained by the giant clock of planetary and universary movement, you know. Or if you didn't know it, I do. And you thought Big Ben was the biggest, the best, and the main. Or did you think the doomsday clock was the one in charge of everything? Did you know that the doomsday clock was set back a few minutes? Or was it seconds? On December 17th, 1987? You know what day that was, don't you? It was the publication date of The Rose in the Pyramid. The quotes mean it isn't truly published, just printed and left in the boxes. This is a fact. The part about the doomsday clock being set back on that date. I have a newspaper clipping to prove it, somewhere in this attic. It was in the Canyon City Daily Record, or it might be in our bandbox outside. I have a lot of buried papers, treasures. That's why I need 3 leprechauns. Just think what might happen to Doomsday if the Rose were published right. Heavens, we might have mass ascension. Don't worry, it's not coming anytime soon, as far as I know. If Herman is a leprechaun, though, he might be able to work miracles. I've already worked mine in my writing. It's his turn now. If he decides to. Yes, choice, but still a key. And the point of power is in the present. Seth via Jane Roberts, psychologist. Now is the time for all the king's men to come to the aid of their country. Herman, I'm a country. Did you know that? And speed is king when it comes to power. Cues go by so quickly. They're timed. They cycle. They keep coming back like bad pennies. But they're not like buses. You never know how long before the next one is coming. Unless you're a better astrologer than I am. I have some ideas how to astrologically determine when a cue or a choice point is coming in an individual's life. But the process of prior researching of this type of timing is not simple or fast or easy. The best bet is to grab them, the cues, and run. And with that, I'll take my cue and change the subject slightly. Some people say time is relative. They mean, of course, relative to someone's conscious perception of it. Like I said, time moves like molasses when you're trying to accomplish something, like lightning when you're aging. Then old age strikes, and you move like molasses. It's hard not to age, at least somewhat, in your bones. But you don't have to grow old. You don't. You don't grow old. You let yourself believe you're old, and you never giggle again. But you're not dead yet. Maybe that's how you get old. I know it's hard not to believe you're old when you move more and more like molasses. Maybe it's like lemonade. When life gives you lemons, that's what you make of it. When life slows you down, make gingerbread. Okay? And send me some. I don't have time to make it. Don't forget the molasses. I love molasses. Don't you? I just had a fleeting thought. It scared the hell out of me. I hope it fleet-foots it on down the highway and disappears. First I thought, boy, if Herman reads this, that I'm writing right now. Surely he'll know how great this book is, and want to toss it at Bantam. Then the fear hit. This part is good, but Herman only has the manuscript through chapter 9. What if that part isn't good enough to get his attention? My books keep improving so much I keep losing faith in the parts before the parts I'm doing now. This is not a good mindset, especially since you have to read the first part to comprehend this now. At least you don't have to read my other books to understand Molasses. To top this, I thought I heard him say, "Who cares? After reading many moons ago, I began writing fiction." I'm dropping this qualm flat. Stomp, squash, smash. Piss on it. And I'm changing the subject. It's getting faster and faster with my writing. I can write a chapter in 2 hours in the morning, sometimes. It used to take at least one good solid day to write 10 pages. It does still take more time to revise and perfect than it does to write the original draft. I should call this chapter The Rambling Rose. Last night, March 22nd, Tom asked me how I came up with the term Q for the base particle of time. I still haven't decided if it's really a particle, but I don't know what else to call it. I had to do some quick step dancing to explain it. I don't know all the reasons for choosing that term yet. You'll be shocked when you find out how I came up with the Q formula. Well, I'll tell you. It just came out of thin air, glowing in the dark. I had no idea it would work down to the number 6, or that the word start is a 6. Well, maybe the formula didn't come out of the air per se. That's just a figure of speech, as you know. Don't say it. I know I'm an airhead. I don't like to be reminded. Okay, honesty is the best. It probably came from UC, capital U, capital C. I told you he was smarter than I am, UC. But I'm no dummy. UC may give the cues, but I know what to do with them. I take them and run with them, or ride them. I'm the one in the physical body attached to the physical world. Where would UC be without me? In heaven, probably, on Kashmir, having a cool, refreshing ice water with lime. But it wouldn't be as intensely satisfying as having a refreshing drink here with me. He wouldn't have to have all my pains in the neck and butt either. Doesn't matter though, because UC can probably fly back and forth from Kashmir to Earth in no time. That's it. No time. Now what do they mean by that? Seem to have lost the thread. I know it's here somewhere. Oh yeah, I have part of it. Let's see. It's like a wormhole, only more efficient. Much more efficient. No time, in quotes, exists. What I mean to say is a space I'm calling no time actually exists. Within it, a point of consciousness can travel instantaneously, simultaneously, anywhere, anytime. But the point of consciousness has to be free. Free of the limitations of qualms. Wow. Once I'm qualmless, truly qualmless, I can not only get Bantam to give me the time of day, I can go home anytime I want, to Kashmir. Oops, didn't mean to scare you. I don't know if there really is a planet such as Kashmir, let alone if I once lived there, as Maya owed Jem. But it's a great story. Very good story. Maybe not the greatest story ever told, but then again, who knows? Maybe it's a close second. I told you I wasn't humble. What do you expect? Me to say my story is just mediocre? I'd be lying. Besides, I told you, I was going to try to tell the truth this time. Now I'll tell you something really crazy. And I think I'll pause on that. Maybe keep you baited to keep on coming back for more. And have a copy of the book as well as being able to listen to these videos. So we'll see what comes up in this book next time.